When lost, I often find solace, slightly shy of sitting in silence, talking to myself. It's self-evident, my self-esteem's evaporated. Escape to the air vent as I exhausted every option possible to get out of hell. It's almost as though I'm chasing my own tail, trying to get a grip as negative emotions tell me I can't progress. I sit at a standstill, overcome by stress, feeling like I've got locked-in syndrome, trapped in my own head. Incapable of action, brain cells form in a mental prison. Every song I make is an escape attempt. Organizing my thoughts must be criminal, cause it hasn't paid off yet. Guilty is charged for being behind bars and still firing shots with a blindfold on. Uncertain if I'm the lineup or firing squad. I suspect introverted introspective has led my mental health to its deathbed. I don't expect anyone except for me to listen to this, cause according to rather consistent past experiences, statistics suggest I'll get ignored or dismissed. Regardless of intellect, I'm treated like an idiot. Granted, I often jest, but that doesn't justify the injustice of never being taken serious. Far from perfect, but I still deserve respect. I busted my ass, practically breaking my back in half, only to have nothing to show for it. I can feel my sanity slipping like a disc in my spinal column. Life's a bitch-ass dominatrix, fucking me in the ass every chance it gets. I'm not into this pagan shit. Sorry for the shitty Christmas gifts, kids. Knowledge is all I have to give. There's the slimmest chance I'm incorrect. I won't say shit, or I'll place a disclaimer on whatever statement I make, cause I don't want to be wrong and wind up toying with you, leaving you misled. If I'm being direct, I'm feeding you facts. Eat 'em in, and I'll continue to dish. Argue with the chef, you'll be 86. Soon as we settle this check, dine and dash at your own expense. I like minding my business. If I felt like wasting my breath, I'd smoke a cigarette. Opinions and assholes both have the same scent, and I'm bullshit intolerant. It makes me upset. Assumptions aren't worth the ink in my pen. If I'm pressing the issue, believe in the print. On a side note about what I just said, after I wrote it, I paused for a sec. Perhaps public perception's more perceptive than I expect, but metaphors are often missed by the masses. Soaring right over their heads could explain what I meant, but I'd rather flip the bird instead. Silly me, how could I forget? I'm talking to myself yet again. I'm a brain-dead genius, brilliant and retarded. Each thought that I have contradicts the next. I can't afford a therapy session, so I consult with the voices in my own head in search of an expert's opinion. There's a chance I'm crazy, but I believe the contrary. My identity crisis might be the real me. Unfortunately, only time can make that make sense, and I'm uncertain how much time I have left. To be honest, the only reason I have to live is I don't want my sisters to have to explain to their kids Uncle Pat went from not doing shit with his life to taking it. But for me to do myself in, I'd have to successfully execute a plan. Say there's a first for everything. If my first is my last, I quit while I was ahead. It's like I'm gone and forgotten, but I haven't left yet. Desperate to be noticed for this talent I have, I'm hoping someday I look back on this track after bringing my dreams all back from the dead. On the road doing shows for countless fans, instead of counting them all on one hand. Closing my eyes, I can see it so vividly, it worries me. Is my vision for the future supposed to be 3D, or am I hallucinating? Hindsight 2020, as soon as I know if I am correct in my predictions, I'll tell me. In the meantime, congrats P.M.E on surviving as long as you have already. I know it hasn't been easy. You've gone days, even weeks, barely eating or sleeping, crippled by depression to the extent that it took all your energy just to keep breathing. You didn't give in. I don't care if it's been 4.5 years or 4.5 minutes. I'm proud of you for living long enough to hear this again. Remember, you only fail if you quit. Please, Pat, don't quit. If you do, I'll have no one to talk to, and there will be no one to listen to this.